Hi lovelies, I'm Ariel and this is Maven Unmasked and welcome to the Santa Muerte Tarot limited edition unboxing, you guys. So here it is in the limited edition coffin shaped box. And here's the back of the box, which is just super, super pretty. And the little eyes, here on the sugar skull are actually rhinestones. I didn't realize that until I like truly held it in my hands, and actually I was like, oh, what is this kind of sticking out from the back? And it is the jewels, the bejeweled. So I'm really excited to work with this deck, especially for Samhain of 2017, October of 2017, getting into more shadow work with myself and going through my own processes. So really, really excited and looking forward to this deck. So let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing and first impressions. So got my handy dandy scissors here. And we're gonna open her up. Okay, a little more than that. Because she's sealed up here pretty good. This is by Lo Scarabeo Publishing and Fabio Listriani is the author. 78 cards with book. Okay. Super, super, super pretty. Okay, so let's go ahead and open her up. So how does she open? Oh, literally like a coffin. Ah, cool, right? So there she is. Okay, super cool. So it says numbered edition, limited to 1987 copies. And this is copy number 1978 out of 1987. So that's pretty cool to see. And then here's the guidebook. So pocket-sized guidebook. Pretty typical of Lo Scarabeo decks, I believe. It says artwork, design, and text by Fabio Listriani. So this deck is completely his creation, which is pretty cool. The concept and the artwork. It was published in 2017. And then it has the table of contents in English, Italian, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and I'm not sure what this other language is. Okay. Alrighty. So it talks a little bit about Fabio himself and his deck, the Night Sun Tarot, which I've been interested in, but I never actually made the purchase of it. So maybe after working with the Santa Muerte, I'll be more open to checking out Night Sun. It's always kind of been like on the radar for me, but nothing I've actually purchased yet. So we'll see if I work with that after working with this. It has a quote in here. The dead are reborn and lie again in the belly of the conscience. That is by Austin Osman Spare. Okay, so it talks a little bit about the creation of the deck. It goes right into card meanings. There are no little reproductions of the card images in the guidebook. It talks a little bit about like the Fool, for example, and then it gives the advice of the dead for the Fool. So for example, for the Fool, it says, for the advice of the dead, continue along your road having focused on your objectives. Often traveling lightly and freeing yourself of some baggage can help to channel your energies better. So that's the advice of the dead for the Fool, which I really think that's a cool touch, the advice of the dead in here. Because it is the Santa Muerte Tarot. It continues like this through the major arcana. The minor arcana starts on about page 23. Okay, and it starts with the suit of chalices, the suit of cups, so emotional center to love and associated with water. It talks a bit about the chalices, the suit of cups, and then it goes into, again, the aces, 2 of chalices, 3 of chalices, and each of them having advice of the dead for each card. Goes like that throughout, and then we get into the other languages. Anything else? Oh, let's take a look at the, okay, the court cards. So the court cards come with each suit. They're not separate from the suit as like a chapter in the table of contents for this. But then it talks about the page, and then again the advice of the dead for the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, etc., etc. Then on about page, oh, there's a spread in here on page 49 called Ouija, the Oracle of the Dead. Very cool. And then it's got, you know, how to work the spread up here. Okay, so the spread kind of looks like a Ouija board, you know, the yes, the no, and then the letters and maybe the numbers. So interesting. Very interesting. It's a 5-card spread, or excuse me, it's divided into 5 parts. Very interesting. 5 stacks of cards. And then it talks about the card of the day as what the dead advise us. Okay. Oh, here's a picture. Finally a picture. I believe that's the Lover's card. So, so beautiful. I was looking for images of this deck online, and there really aren't any. So that's why I wanted to do the unboxing, the first impressions, mini review. I'm not going to show all of the cards because, again, I say this every time I do an unboxing or a first impressions deck review, that I think it's important for you to discover the magic of each individual deck on your own, but I will share some of the images of the cards that I find particularly striking. So let's go ahead and get to that, shall we, as we unlock the secrets of the Santa Muerte Tarot. Okay, the little rhinestone eyes, I love that. Okay. Oh, and then here is what the inside of the box looks like. And it's like a little Ouija board, and you've got, you know, Santa Muerte here, the Ouija, the planchette, and then it says past, present, and future. So very, very cool. And then the yes, no up top. And then it says Mors Hanua Vitae. I don't know what that means. Or Vita Hanua Mortis. Like, I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, here. And then there's there too. So, don't know what that means. Memento Vivere. Okay. So, Santa Muerte Tarot, the Book of the Dead. Let's get the cards out. And have a nice first look at the 2017 limited edition of the cards. Okay. So here is just, you know, an extra card with the artwork from the deck. And then here are the card backs. I think they're really pretty and different. I love the use of the red and blue and flowers and the skulls here, and like a mandala, like geometrical pattern. I like that the cards are yellowed a little bit, but not too much, so they look a little bit worn, and that there's not a lot of border, you guys. Yay! Okay, so here's some cards. So here's the Fool. Sorry. Here we go. The Magician. Ooh, okay. The High Priestess. Okay, and then you have the name of the card on the bottom and the number on the side. The Empress. Oh, this is pretty. I really enjoy this. Okay, the Hierophant. And he's got his Ouija board going. Oh, so that one card isn't the Lovers. I was wrong. Okay, this is the Lovers. Okay. With the key to the heart. Really beautiful. Okay, pretty cool. The Hermit. You go alone when you pass. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. This is beautiful. I love the use of color in this deck. I'm really big on color if you know anything about me. So it's all about how color strikes me when working with a deck. The Hanged Man, this is an interesting perspective. Okay. Santa Muerte, herself for death. Okay. The Devil. Okay, this is interesting. The Tower. It's like a maze of your mind. Which way is up and which way is down? Which is left, which is right? Okay, let's look at some more. Oh, this is pretty. The Moon. Okay. Somebody that wasn't a skeleton. Okay, let's see. Judgment. The World. Okay, okay, so it's the Two of Cups. I think this is just beautiful. Pouring into another, giving of yourself to another. Your love, your wisdom, your emotions. Beautiful. The Three of Cups is fun. Okay, so that's some cups. Oh, this is interesting for the Eight of Cups. Going on a voyage. And it just makes me think of like pirate treasure, honestly. Okay. And then the Ten of Cups is the butterfly. I think all of the tens of the suit are a butterfly, just a different color. Okay. Here is the Queen of Cups. Okay. Okay. Pretty. The Ace of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. Taking your time to work with the elements, working in conjunction to make something grow, to nurture it, and make it strong. I'm enjoying this as well, the Four of Pentacles. Almost like, you know, playing with a dollhouse, but it also to me very much feels like manipulation. Interesting. Nine of Pentacles. I think it's really just, oh, this is pretty too. Oh, excuse me, that was the Six of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. Some of the images just really hit me. I feel like this is a good deck to kind of meditate with. I feel like there's a lot of little nuances in the scenery that I might not get at first glance. The Page of Pentacles. That's fun. It totally makes me feel like I'm going out on a jaunt to like the grocery store to go run errands or to go handle some business. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, the Five of Wands. Striking a match. What are you getting ready to set on fire? This is pretty too. The Seven of Wands. So lots of reds and blues and yellows. The Knight of Wands. It's definitely a vibrant deck. The Two of Swords. What needs to be cut out of your life? This is powerful too. The Three of Swords. It's not just seeing, you know, a heart with 3 swords in it, you're actually seeing somebody put the sword through the back, through the heart of another. So a really, really interesting, intense take on the 3 of Swords. I'm really going to enjoy this deck for October, for Samhain, for shadow work, for more intense kind of readings. The 4 of Swords, sealing up the coffin, where it's like the hermit was like lying in the coffin with the lid open. The 4 of Swords is like the continuation of that, closing the lid on that. The 5 of Swords. Oh, and again, brings me back to the hermit again. It says hope and reflection. The 7 of Swords. It's like going in the coffin to analyze, putting the final nail in the coffin, maybe by an action you did, and then coming out on the other side of that, but maybe not as trusting or trustworthy with the 7 of Swords. Interesting. I don't know. Pretty cool. Okay, 9 of Swords. Okay. And then we'll show you, ooh, okay, interesting. Knight of Swords. Makes me think of like those, what is it, like the sword swallowers? or like the flame eaters? Very intense. Very different feeling. Can you swallow your own truth? Can you handle what you dish out to others? And then we have the King of Swords here. Okay. So, as I always like to do, the cardstock, how's the cardstock? I'd say pretty good. It's got a nice bend to it, but I wouldn't say it's super flimsy. But it's not like super thick matte or anything like that. Pretty glossy. Alrighty. So we call in our angels, our guides, our ancestors, our loved ones in spirit to be here with us, to give us a message for our best and highest good with the Santa Muerte Tarot. What message do you have for us right now? Gives a good bridge shuffle too. That was nice. Okay, 1 card for us, please. Thank you. Oh, 2. Okay. We've got the Chariot and we've got Strength. Okay. It takes strength to keep moving forward. It takes strength to persevere. It takes strength to resist things that aren't good for you, to resist temptation. It takes strength to know who your real friends are, to know who's got your back, to know when to leave people behind that don't serve you, having that strength within you to have that balance of your life, balancing the light and the dark aspects, understanding and working in tandem with each, not being afraid of one and not exalting the other, understanding the duality of all things and how that can make you a stronger being within. It also very much feels like balancing your divine feminine and your divine masculine, and that this deck could be very, very helpful with that. But it definitely feels like helping you pull out your inner strength and to move forward in a new balanced way, to help you see the light and the dark in situations. So I am definitely excited to work with the Santa Muerte Tarot this season and for many seasons to come. I think it's just going to be great. So be sure to check out the Maven Unmasked Instagram, Facebook page. I'm sure I will be doing card pulls and posting inspiration with these cards on that channel via those social media platforms. If you'd like to know more about me or get a reading with me, this October I am doing my Samhain reading bundles. So I have my Shapeshifter bundle, my Witchy Wonders bundle, and my Samhain Shadows bundle, and I may be using these cards in those readings as well. So you can find information all about that at my website, which is www.MavenUnmasked.com under the Book of Readings tab. Have a happy, happy Samhain, lovelies. Bye.